Hi, welcome to an overview of the keys management system, which is part of the Uptivity Suite. So keys management is very straightforward. There are two sides to the system. One is a backend admin, and then the other side is the app. So the app works for both Android and iOS, and the primary function for the app is really just to check the keys in and out, but to be honest, most of the stuff you can do on the system can also be done on the app side. To get started, I'll start from the right hand side and give a bit of an overview of how that works, and then I'll move on to the app. The way the keys work is they're tied against a property. So on the left hand side, what you can do is you can create properties in the system. And there's no limit in this sense, so you can put all of the properties that you have there into the system, and if they do have any keys against them, then you can see them here on the right hand side. So once you've added your properties into the system, you would then come over to the keys, and everything is basically really done from here. So what we have is a keys list. All of the keys that you've added into the system appear here. So the address, if the key is currently in or out, the last date it was in, last date it was out, who it was out by, and also the key's location. You can then also check the key out directly from the system, or if you want to reserve the key, you can also do that in the system. For example, if I choose to edit the key first, you can see the information around that key. So we generate our own ID, which board it's for. So at the moment in the system we allow different types of boards. We have a lot of work with letting agents and landlords, and typically they have 2 or 3 boards for managed properties, rentals, sales. So the system creates like a digital board which you can use against the key. The key's location or tag color, that's not relevant, but if you're using our Epson printer, which I'll come to shortly in the video, obviously the property that the key's against, number of keys, and then the alarm number for that property, and also any notes against that. You can also see a key log against that. So as a key is checked in and out, you'll see the information around that, and you can also see where the key is currently checked out to. And then we also generate a QR code once the key is saved in the system. This QR code can be printed out either using your own printer or using one that we have integrated with our software, which is an Epson LW 600p. What that does is it basically prints out the tag, which can be stuck onto like a plastic keychain. What I'll do now is I'll go over to that there, just to give you a bit of an idea of that printing and how that works in terms of sticking it onto a tag.
Hi, I'm going to talk about the Epson LW 600p printer. We use this with Uptivity apps. This printer is portable, i.e. battery powered. You can carry this with you. You can install batteries in it, and it connects via Bluetooth to the Uptivity apps like keys management and asset management app. So you can print your QR codes while you're out and about. The QR codes get printed like that. They can be in different sizes and different colors as well. So you can have different assets or different keys tagged in different colors. The other thing which is important is it can also be plugged into a PC with the main power. So if you're printing keys tags, for instance, this is more likely to be connected to your computer, and you can print the keys tag directly while it's attached to your computer. And also the cartridges. So this printer is a thermal printer, which means that there is no ink involved in it. All you need is these cartridges. They are readily available from different websites, and these cartridges come in different colors, and also these cartridges come in different width as well. So this one is 24mm. You can get them in 9mm or 12mm as well, depending on the thickness of the print tape that you require. And they're pretty simple to install. Open the caddy, put the cartridge in, and close, and that's pretty much it. Once it prints, it automatically cuts the tape as well. So if you would need scissors to cut the tape, and it actually comes out with the different sizes as well. Like for example, here it's a relatively longer tape, but over here it's relatively shorter tape because it's going to fit on a very limited size of tag.
Now that you've got a bit of an idea, and we're moving back over to the system, once you have that tag attached to your keychain, what you can do is you can then check your keys basically in and out. So coming back to the list, what you can do is you can do this, an admin can do this directly from the system. They can check the key out, they can check it out to a staff member, who it's checked out by, the date that it was done, and when you expect it to be returned. The reason we capture an expected return date is because the system has notifications which allow you to, for example, email, send SMS to the contractor chasing that key up. So let's say for example I check that out, and then you'll see that key's been checked out. Most of the time this is done on an app side, but if you have an admin team in the office, they can also do it from there. A reserve flow works very much in the same way. So again, you can reserve a key out to a staff member or a contractor, for example if they're doing a viewing or if they need it for any work. And again, same idea for the expected pickup date. You can build notifications around that. Over to the out and in log. Again, the out and in log basically is, as it suggests, shows all of the keys and all of the properties in the system and shows a log basically of when the key was checked out, date it was in, date it was out, and then any signatures if you've captured them. So in our system, under the notifications, you can create two types of notification. One is an email and one is an SMS. The way the notifications work is you can create what's called a trigger. For example, for the keys, we can create a trigger based on the keys creation, when the key's checked in, when the key's checked out, and when the key's reserved. And then the system will send notifications with like your own defined template, where you can see that a key's been checked in, key's been checked out, and so on and so forth. Last but not least in the system is the reports. So our system has some very in-depth reports. So the custom reporting goes into basically a database level where we can pull out everything from the key's address to how many times the key's been checked in, checked out. You can run a report every month, for example, to say that I want to do an audit of what's in the cabinets or what's in the system, so on and so forth. Again, if you want some help with building those reports, please reach out to us and we'll help with doing that. But then coming over to the app side, so very much a mimic of the live system that you see on the right. So what you have here on the app is, again, a list of all of the keys that are to be checked in. So at the moment I can see everything that's actually currently checked out in the system. In the top left hand corner I can go to keys, I can see what's out, I can see what's in, and I can obviously see an all filter. If I want to search a specific key or an address, I can search here in the top right hand corner. Going back, if I go to the keys log, again I can see really, like I say, a copy of the system of the log of all of the keys that have been checked in or out. If I want to add a key into the system, into the system, I can do this directly from the app as well. So again, very much like what was showed on the right hand side, you can do this directly from here. The difference within the app is we have a QR code functionality here in the top right hand corner. So as I was saying earlier on, once a QR code is generated by the system, what you can do is you can use that QR code. So as we scan that QR code, you'll have to see we have the option here to capture signatures during the check-in and check-out process. The QR codes function is one way to work. The other thing that we have in our development process at the moment is what we call some smart tags. These smart tags are basically using the technology behind Find My iPhone. We're looking to incorporate them into our platform so that during your checkout process you can attach a key tag and you can see the key's live location. That's currently in its early stages of development. Yeah, and then that's all for the keys management system. If you do have any questions or want to learn more, please reach out to our team. Thanks.